Welcome, friends.
I'm Arthur.
And I'm Scott.
And today, I have shoes on. You know what that means? We're gonna do a little bourbon hunting.
Nice. So we're gonna get out of here, leave the studio.
That's how bourbon hunting works.
Let's go.
Wait. We have a few rules to go over. Thrill of the hunt is real, folks. Today, we are going to test our knowledge and taste. The challenge is simple. A head-to-head bourbon hunt. Here's how it's gonna work. We each have a budget of $100. The only stipulation is that the bottles must be American. It can be a bourbon, a rye, a whiskey, single malt, whatever, as long as it's from America.
Okay. Are we getting timed on this?
And one other thing I was gonna mention.
Yeah.
30 minutes, store of your choice. We'll come back here and rate each other's haul, but we're gonna do it blindly, of course. So we're gonna taste them.
Okay.
See who wins.
You're going down.
Challenge accepted. We'll see about that.
While each of us heads out in our own direction, make sure to hit that subscribe button.
And hit that like button if you think I'm gonna win.
What? Hit that subscribe button if you like bourbon.
Yeah, whatever he says. Oh, look at that. Gotta go.
Okay.
All right, we're at Friar Tuck. We are gonna go inside and get a good bottle.
Here we are at Dogwood Wine and Spirits. I'm gonna go in and try to find the best bottle I possibly can for less than $100. I've got 30 minutes starting right now.
Old Route 8, Augusta Distillery. This is 121.9 proof, 8 years old. This is good stuff. A little too high price up.
Henry McKenna single barrel. Got your typical store picks, the Rebel cast strengths. Old Road barrel proof. Not sure I've heard of this one. And this is from Bourbon. Okay, this is Old Road Craft Spirits. This is the home of Barrel King.
I'm gonna go over here to the glass case. See what we got. Oh, Frank August case study. 120. Was that a little too high, but interested in that one. Oh, Remus Repeal. What is that? Oh, that's the 8. $100. That is a good one. Let's see. I just want to get one good bottle.
I heard these blue notes are pretty good. And this is the Juke Joint Unfiltered Memphis.
Newlus, we got experimental finish. Oh, Amberana, no thanks. We have toasted small batch for 89. We have the cast strength Nulu for, oh, cast strength Nulu's pretty good. If I would get a Nulu, it'd probably be the cast strength or toasted. Toasted's pretty good too. I like Nulu, but I don't know if it's gonna win this competition.
$55, that definitely do the job, but I don't think it's gonna be good enough to win this competition.
There's a, man, Bucker's 10, 170. Oh, what's this New Riff? New Riff, Kentucky Straight Bourbon. Aged 8 years, 100 proof. I need that. Woodford Reserve Masters Collection, 2024 edition. Way too much. Pursuit United. Remember I had those $71.99, $83.99. Oh no, I don't know enough about those. Oh, and then we have some Blue Run. The Emerald Rye, that's really good. We've had that, I believe. $104. Let's just take a gander over here and see if there's anything else that's gonna win this thing.
Not much over here in this section with the store picks. Let's go check out the standard bottles. Got a couple new riffs. Got a Baker's store pick. This looks like a lot of the same stuff that we just saw over there. So, not much doing here. Let's head over to the aisle.
Here's this, a small batch Hidden Barn. I've never had this, but it's 110 proof.
$1.75. Bottled by Bluegrass Bottling, Stanford, Kentucky. Distilled and aged by Mealy Family Distillery, Sparta, Kentucky. I feel like I've heard good things about it, but 110 proof's nice. I think that would do well. So this is Series 1, Series 2. What's the difference on the series? If y'all know what the difference is on the series, let me know.
Craig August small batch, it's very solid. Could definitely win this competition. Got some blue runs here. Most of the lineup, including the trifecta, which I've never had. And this is a blend of 6, 8, and 9-year-old. And we've got the Remus Repeal Reserve, always good. And this is the Series 8. $90, not a bad price.
Maybe I should get this. Little mellow corn. How do you think that would do? Have y'all seen this? Port barrel finish. It's pretty light. This is from, looks like Washington. It's a Washington State American Farm to Bottle Whiskey. Dry Fly Distilling. Distilled and bottled by Dry Fly Distilling. Spokane, Washington. Interesting. I'll have to give that a try sometime. Not for this.
We got some Kings County releases here. This is a single malt. We have a peated bourbon and a chocolate flavored whiskey. Not sure about that. We got some Riegers here. Holiday. Got a full lineup of barrel. Let's see what we got on the other side over here. So far, it's not looking great in this store. We got a bunch of smoke wagons down here.
All right, we have a toasted Penelope, $73. That might fare pretty well. We have a Doc Swinson's for $75. Let's see what this one is. Exploratory cask. All right, straight bourbon whiskey finished in Moscato cask. How do you say that? I don't know.
All right, so not seeing much in this section. Let's go find the allocated shelf. Nothing allocated that I can see. This could be interesting. This is a Jack Daniel's Single Barrel Select pick for St. Louis cellars. So the barrel proofs are one of my favorites. Arthur is a huge fan of Jack Daniel's expressions. This one might be the best we're gonna get in this store.
All right, well, I think I'm gonna go back to the glass case.
Okay, go check out.
Winner. Winner!
I'm back.
Oh, it took you long enough.
You know what? You're not going to believe
No,
this.
no. Don't tell me what you got yet. To determine a winner, we're going to pour our whiskeys into Glens and we're going to blind them.
Keep that closed. All right, well, let's get these poured up.
Let's do it.
Okay.
Magic. All right, before we get into the blind, for more exclusive bonus content, reviews, shoutouts, and more, join the Artfully Bourbon community on Patreon for only $5 a month.
And there is a link in the description. Okay, I'm ready to taste some bourbon.
Let's do it.
Let's get into it.
All right, here we go.
We're going to start on how they look.
Similar color. All right, what are we doing?
Very similar. We're going to start on our right, your left. Glass A, glass B.
A, B.
Let's start with A.
Okay.
All right. The nose.
Aroma.
Very dessert-like.
Mm-hmm.
Good sweet profile.
Some honey.
Yeah, I get that honey right off the bat. That's kind of the first thing I notice. Really sweet.
It's just like sugar.
Pretty close. You get a good amount of like charred oak, charred wood.
There's a little wood, yeah. Little char in there. Man, I just need a little florals. But it's
fruit.
It's like soft though.
It is soft.
Smooth.
Yeah.
Kind of.
It doesn't smell like an overly high proof. It smells it's very gentle on the nostrils.
Gentle.
Very gentle.
Yeah.
All right, let's taste it. Cheers.
Cheers. Wow.
That's creamy. I'm getting like some of that charred oak, that charred wood oak, woody oak, wood.
There's some oak. There's some vanilla. There's a little bit of fruit, or maybe some florals that I got on the nose.
But it goes out super easy.
It's really soft,
Smooth.
It's really, yeah, it's nice. I don't know if it like coats the mouth.
You get any pudding? Okay, specifically vanilla pudding.
Vanilla pudding.
Yeah.
I guess I get a bready note. You get that with pudding. I mean, like, I'm thinking like a pie. Like,
I don't get bread.
no.
But it's very focused on flavor.
What it does lack though is fruit. Like, I don't get a lot of fruit. I take that back. I think I said fruit earlier. I think it's more on the floral side of things. More florals than fruit.
Yes.
Fruit is not.
I would agree with that. I got the fruit on the nose, not on the palate.
Yeah.
What do you think about the finish?
Finish is nice. It has a little spice to it, but not a lot. It could be maybe around 100 proof.
It kind of ends. It kind of started on that oaky note, and then kind of ends on that oaky note. It comes full circle.
Like oak on the front of the palate.
Yes, and then on the back, and
Yeah,
that's like the last thing that it leaves you with.
Yeah, it's oaky and just a little spice, which is it's nice. It's not real long.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, good start.
It's a good one. Yeah.
All right, Glass B.
Glass B. Aroma.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Ooh.
That's different. I mean, I feel like it's still soft.
Okay. hold on.
Gentle. It's gentle.
You ever do this?
I don't like that because I feel like I have germs on my hand.
Probably do.
Germaphobe.
You're pretty dirty. You know that?
I take a shower once a week. I get nuts.
Roasted nuts. Sweet though too.
It's a little more bready too.
This is sweet, similar to Glass A.
I would say they're both sweet. I think this was.
Oh, that's a good nose.
This one's. I think it's bready, oaky,
You know what that bready note
roasted
is?
nuts.
French toast. You get French toast?
Little cinnamon.
Yeah.
All right.
Let's taste it. Yeah. This is gonna be good.
Cheers. Okay.
Wow.
First take is sweet,
Sweet.
but in a good way, like the best way.
Not overly sweet. It's sweet. Moves to the char. I got a little baking spice in there.
Mm-hmm.
So there's a hint
of toasted wood nuts.
Yeah. It's still like velvety. Like it's not sharp, like a sharp spice. It's still kind of a smoother velvety spice.
And I think there's more baking spices like cloves and
Cloves.
stuff like that.
I was
Maybe
just
just a
thinking
little bit of earthy, a little bit more earthy. But man, these, I think they're similar almost.
Glass B seems a little more complex. I think overall, like that, I just get some more variety.
There's more variety and
Yeah.
flavors. I feel like it starts on the front with one note and then just keeps bouncing.
That's really good. Well, you got a favorite?
Yes, I do.
I think before we share the bottles, it's only fair that we reveal our favorites, right?
Yeah. Well, 1 second. Like, what if we have a tie? So if you picked B, I picked A, or vice versa.
Yeah.
Then what?
Well, my neighbor My neighbor really likes bourbon, so I think he'd be more than happy to come over and be the tiebreaker. Sound good?
We'll call a friend.
Call a friend.
Call a neighbor.
Phone a friend.
If we have a tie. All right, what are you thinking? What glass takes this blind?
I'm gonna have to lean Glass B. Glass B added just a little more of those notes that I'm digging.
I am gonna go with Glass B as well. That's the winner for me. Glass A, it's delicious, but today B just stands a little bit above Glass A. Glass B, a little more complex in my opinion. Has a little bit more of the flavors that I just love and enjoy in bourbon. The clove and baking spices really come through in this with the kind of toasted wood flavors. It's delicious.
Well, there's no phone a friend today.
Okay.
Because we both picked Glass B.
Glass B takes the win. All right, Glass A. Let's see what we got here. There is an S for Scott. I win.
You got lucky.
All right, reveal what you got. What did you pick?
Well, do you have any guesses?
If I had to guess,
Based on the profile?
I would say it's a bourbon. I'm gonna say it's an Old Forester, but I don't know what it would be for $100 unless you paid less than $100.
Well, I did pay less than $100. Okay. And you're close. It's Brown Foreman. A Brown Foreman product.
Okay.
We've got the Jack Daniel's Single Barrel Select. Selected by St. Louis Cellars.
St. Louis Cellars. Yeah, this is a good pick.
You picked a good bottle. I mean, it's really good.
It's good.
Isn't Jack one of your favorite brands?
It is. Jack is one of my favorite brands. What's the proof on this?
Okay, so the proof is 94. 94 proof.
Okay. That's interesting. Feels like it drinks a little higher than that.
I thought so.
I think, did I say it was like 100?
100. Yeah, and I was with you. I thought they both tasted very much like that 100 proof point.
Okay. You ready? See the winner?
Yeah, let's see it. Braggerson.
All right. Get this out of here. This is my bag of goodness. The winner is the Remus Repeal Reserve 8.
That's really funny that you purchased this because they had one at Dogwood and I almost bought it. What'd you pay for this guy?
I paid $100.
Well, guess what?
Well, $99.99 before tax.
Okay, you paid $100.
Yeah.
Guess what? They had this at Dogwood for $89.
What?
$10 cheaper.
You passed up on that? So if we both had the same bottle and then we blinded them and then we picked one over the other one.
That'd be embarrassing. But it's pretty hilarious.
This Remus is better than this Remus. I'll say the Remus Repeal Reserve hit the spot today. And I highly, highly recommend the 8. It's maybe one of the better ones we've had.
I love the 7.
Yeah.
You know, but I tell you right now, this 8, it's better. And you can really tell there's some quality barrels in there and higher age statements. All right, if you enjoyed this episode, hit that subscribe button so you don't miss future episodes. And if you want to see more of these bourbon hunts, make sure to tap that like button.
Leave a comment with your favorite bottles under $100 that you think could beat these ones.
Cheers, friends.
Cheers. Thanks for watching.
Until next time.
Enjoy responsibly. Peace.